Right, the next thing that we want to do in this segment is this. How do we actually set up an environment? Now you can actually select install, okay, the actual relevant libraries that you want for your portion. So I'm going to create an environment and I'm going to call this environment iris 2, okay, and it will ask you what packages do you want depending on what you have actually selected. You can see that you can choose 3.6, 3.5 or 2.7. And take note of the location that you will actually install this. C drive users Anthony Anaconda 3 environments iris_2. Next thing that you need to do is just click create and it will create that new environment for you. Down here it highlights to you where the environment is being created and is fetching the relevant libraries and storing it, sorry about that, and storing it in the actual storing all the relevant documents in the environment itself. So we'll just wait for that to run. And there you have it. What you have now is that all of the so-called relevant contents or the relevant environment that we want to specify has been created. You have iris2 being created. Now there's just one catch. You notice that all that you have is just Python here. It's missing the usual so-called IDE that we want to use. It's missing some portions. So let's just look at what is it that we can actually install. So let's just go to what is not installed. We want to install Anaconda. So let's just find Anaconda, tick that, okay, apply, and it will install that for you. So let's just wait for that to install. Okay, it will ask you, do you want to install all of these? Okay, just click apply. Okay, now that is finished installing, so let's scroll down. Can we find what we want? So let me just see if I can find Jupyter. Okay, there is the Jupyter dashboard. Doesn't look like Jupyter has been installed. Spider, okay, Spider app has been installed. So let's just try this. Okay, so wait, that install. Okay, Spider is in the install, so you actually have to change it to install. Spider has been installed, good. This Jupyter has been installed. Yes, it has been installed. Excellent. Now, all that we've done is do all the basics, get everything sorted in terms of getting our environment all set up. But we haven't activated the environment yet. One thing that before we actually activate the environment, take note that there are 212 packages available. That's already all done for you. You notice that how straightforward and simple that was. Imagine that you have to actually install 212 of these. Imagine the length of time it will take you to install them one by one. That's really why we're actually making use of Anaconda. So to activate the iris2 environment, you just click play. You can open it with Python, IPython, or with Jupyter Notebook. Now let me see here. We're gonna just open up with Jupyter Notebook. Just select that and let it run background. And there you have it. It's running. Okay, the environment that we have created, and now it's actually running within this iris_school environment. And that's really what we actually wanted it to do. Now the next thing now is that you're naturally going to ask me, hey, how do I actually run this with Spider? Okay, let me show you how to run Spider from the terminal. Okay, now that this is actually here, so we just type Spider to run Spider. Okay, so allow access. And there you have it. Okay, now that the environment has been created, we can actually type away with our codes and start developing. The alternative way that I do want to show you is that if you want a quick one without using the navigator, is that the Spider should have already been installed here, Spider bracket iris2. You just need to select that, and that will start your Spider within the environment, okay, that you are working in, which is iris2. So that's the other shortcut way to actually get up and running with the Spider 2. So what have I shown you? What I've shown you in this lesson really is how do you actually create an environment. So you basically come here, you select create, type the environment, select the packages that you want, and once you actually have that set up, from here you select those packages that you haven't installed and you would like to install, and just basically, for example, select this and then apply. Okay, just click apply to actually install that. So that's pretty much how straightforward it is. Once you've finished doing that, installing all the relevant packages you want for your environment, click this, either open the terminal to run Spyder or click this to go straight and run the Jupyter Notebook itself. With that, I end this lesson. I hope that's been useful on learning how to actually navigate around the Anaconda and navigate around how to actually create an environment and navigate how to actually within the environment runs your Spyder as well as your Jupyter Notebook. I hope that has been useful. Thank you for watching.